Good day. Why public speaking? What are the techniques in public speaking? How to deliver a prepared speech or an impromptu talk? Welcome to my channel. Today, we are to discuss Lesson 7 Techniques in Public Speaking from Pivot for a Learner's Material Quarter 2 English Grade 10. I am your subject teacher, Dr. Jan-Ann-Rey, and I hope you prepared the following materials: notebook, paper, pen, and of course, our Pivot for a Learner's Material Quarter 2 English Grade 10. What is our learning objective? Deliver a prepared speech or an impromptu talk on an issue employing the different techniques in public speaking. Techniques in public speaking. Facing a large group of people to discuss a particular topic or address an issue can be an intimidating task. It usually takes a lot of experience before one can render talks or deliver speeches without feeling uncomfortable and conscious about a lot of things. This lesson focuses on understanding techniques which may be employed in various forms of public speaking. As part of your tasks for this lesson, you are expected to deliver a prepared speech or an impromptu talk on an issue employing the different techniques in public speaking. Have you ever experienced speaking with a script before a large group of audience? How about without a script? Two of the basic forms of delivering speech are prepared speech and impromptu speech. In prepared speech, the speaker is given time to prepare, while in an impromptu, the speech is delivered on the spot or with no preparation at all. Using the Venn diagram below, can you share your thoughts on the similarities and differences between the two? The first one, prepared speech. Then, impromptu speech. Go ahead. Learning task 1. Identify whether a prepared or an impromptu speech is usually used in the given examples or situations. Copy and write prepared or impromptu on the space provided before each number. Number 1. You were invited to speak before a commencement ceremony. Again, you were invited to speak before a commencement ceremony. Number 2. You were asked to speak in an ambush interview. Again, number 2. You were asked to speak in an ambush interview. Number 3. You were assigned to give a talk before a group of students. Again, number 3. You were assigned to give a talk before a group of students. Number 4. You were chosen to represent the school in an oratorical contest. Again, number 4. You were chosen to represent the school in an oratorical contest. Number 5. You were called by the host to deliver a message during a wedding ceremony. Again, number 5. You were called by the host to deliver a message during a wedding ceremony. Number 6. You were invited to give a reflection for the upcoming Holy Week Mass. Again, number 6. You were invited to give a reflection for the upcoming Holy Week Mass. Number 7. A youth group requested you to serve as a resource person. Again, number 7. A youth group requested you to serve as a resource person. Number 8. While attending a meeting, you were unexpectedly requested to share your experiences in your job. Again, number 8. While attending a meeting, you were unexpectedly requested to share your experiences in your job. Number 9, you were assigned by your boss to present the company's accomplishments in a conference. Again, number 9, you were assigned by your boss to present the company's accomplishments in a conference. And number 10, you were asked to share your knowledge about a topic on the spot. Again, number 10, you were asked to share your knowledge about a topic on the spot. Learning task 2. Copy and examine the statements. Use a check to mark the ones which should be followed when asked to speak before a specific group of people or audience. Again, learning task 2. Copy and examine the statements. Use a check to mark the ones which should be followed when asked to speak before a specific group of people or audience. Number 1. Consider the main purpose of your speech. Again, consider the main purpose of your speech. Number 2, if possible, gather enough information about the topic or theme of your speech. Again, number 2, if possible, gather enough information about the topic or theme of your speech. Number 3, avoid questions from the audience. Again, number 3, avoid questions from the audience. Number 4, never look at your audience. Look somewhere without distractions. Again, number 4, never look at your audience. Look somewhere without distractions. Number 5, practice as many times as you need to. Again, number 5, practice as many times as you need to. Number 6, while practicing is important, remember to act and sound naturally. Again, number 6, while practicing is important, remember to act and sound naturally. Number 7, if you have a copy of the speech, just read and finish it as fast as you can. Again, number 7, if you have a copy of the speech, just read and finish it as fast as you can. Number 8, use gestures to complement the meaning of what you say. Again, number 8, use gestures to complement the meaning of what you say. Number 9, leave the stage or podium as soon as you finish to avoid questions or clarifications from your audience. Again, number 9, leave the stage or podium as soon as you finish to avoid questions or clarifications from your audience. And last, number 10, make an outline to make sure you don't miss out any important detail in your speech. Again, make an outline to make sure you do not miss out any important detail in your speech. Techniques in public speaking. As a grade 10 student, having to speak in front of a crowd may still sound strange and unnecessary to you. In the future, however, there could be situations where you would need to practice your public speaking skills, either as part of your tasks in college or as part of your professional responsibilities in your job. Public speaking usually involves having to deliver or communicate information in front of a live audience, usually done in a formal setting or as part of a formal event. Public speaking conveys purposeful information which aims to inform, influence, or entertain a large group of audience. That is public speaking. People engaged in public speaking can get a lot of advantages like sharp critical thinking skills, confidence when dealing with people, and fluency in verbal and non-verbal communication. Again, people engaged in public speaking can get a lot of Advantages. The most common forms of public speaking include delivering a prepared speech and an impromptu speech. In a prepared speech, the speaker is given the topic beforehand, has time to research about the topic, and is able to rehearse or practice prior to delivering the speech. That is prepared speech. Speaking before thousands of graduating students or addressing a crowd during a business conference usually falls under this category. It must be made clear, however, that a prepared speech does not necessarily equate to a memorized speech. Delivering a fully memorized speech is just one example. It may also include such forms as extemporaneous speech. Again, will you please repeat that after me? Extemporaneous speech. Go ahead. Very good. Extemporaneous or extempo. It may also include such forms as extemporaneous speech, where the speaker is given some time to prepare before the delivery, and the use of a prepared copy, which serves as a reference for delivering the speech. That is extemporaneous or extempo. An impromptu speech, again, please repeat after me. Impromptu speech. Very good. An impromptu speech, on the other hand, is one where the speaker is given with little or no time to prepare. This type of speaking occurs during ambush interview and other gatherings where people are asked to deliver a speech on the spur of the moment. That is impromptu. Delivering an impromptu speech seems a challenging task since it means speaking about a specific issue or topic without having the chance to research about it or even make an outline as guide. When delivering this type of speech, one must be able to fully gather his or her thoughts, focus on the issue or topic at hand, and maintain composure. That is impromptu speech. What makes a good public speaker? Here are some techniques which may work best when speaking before a large audience. Number one, know your purpose. Number two, be familiar with your topic. Number three, consider your audience. Number four, plan ahead of time. Number five, use nonverbal cues. Number six, remain calm. Number seven, practice. Number eight, watch your words. Number nine, speak with clarity. Number 10, know the essential etiquettes. 11, use visuals when necessary. 12, dress comfortably but appropriately. And the last, be open to questions and comments. Now, what is number one? Know your purpose. Being sure on the purpose of your speech is synonymous to knowing where to focus your discussion. It may be as basic as to inform, persuade, or inspire. When you are certain about what you would want to speak about from the very beginning, you will most likely be able to avoid being sidetracked or confusing your audience with lengthy discussions that lead nowhere. Number one is know your purpose. Number two, be familiar with your topic. The best way to do this is to research. When you are sure of every information you are presenting, you'll be more confident. This is also something that your audience will usually notice and feel. Number three, consider your audience. It is essential to be sure of the kind of people you will be speaking to. Knowing your audience will help you plan the appropriate content, language, and techniques to use. You cannot address a group of high school students the way you would address a crowd of professionals. Consider your audience. Number four, plan ahead of time. Cramming will reflect in the way you speak and behave in front of an audience. This is something any speaker would not want to happen. That is why planning everything is a key to a successful speaking engagement. Plan ahead of time. Number five, use nonverbal cues. The right amount of gestures at the right time are key elements of public speaking, as these movements help convey ideas more clearly. There is, however, danger in overusing these gestures as they can become distracting. Establishing eye contact with the audience also works well in maintaining confidence and establishing sincerity. Use nonverbal cues. Remain calm. Whether you are delivering a prepared or an impromptu speech, maintaining composure can always be an issue. The weeks of planning and preparation may be put to waste if you keep on showing unnecessary movements as a sign of nervousness. Taking deep breaths and having a focused mindset can do the magic of staying relaxed. Remain calm. 7. Practice. Being a good and compelling speaker takes a lot of practice and experience. Through constant practice, one may be able to identify areas that can be improved. Practice is a major component of planning. Practice. Number 8, watch your words. One's choice of words greatly affects how the audience perceives the speech. One must be careful enough not to use words that might put his or her reliability and reputation into jeopardy. Again, number 8 is watch your words. Number 9, speak with clarity. One should observe proper pronunciation, stress, intonation, juncture, diction, tone, and pacing when delivering a speech. These are just few of the many elements that should work together to ensure that the ideas in the speech are clearly conveyed. This, however, is not something one can learn overnight. Consistent practice is likewise necessary. That is number 9. Speak with clarity. Number 10, know the essential etiquettes. As a public speaker, one should know the different do's and don'ts when speaking before an audience. Again, know the essential etiquettes. What are the do's and don'ts? 11. Use visuals when necessary. When possible and appropriate, visuals like PowerPoint slides can help support the speech being delivered. This should be done in a way that visual aids will not overpower the speech or distract the audience. Number 11 is use visuals when necessary. Number 12, dress comfortably but appropriately. Sometimes, speaking with ease comes with feeling comfortable with what you wear. A speaker, however, should dress in a way that exudes respect and formality. That is number 12. Dress comfortably but appropriately. And the last one, number 13, be open to questions and comments. Again, be open to questions and comments. Always bear in mind that you cannot please everybody. You cannot please everybody. It is essential to be open to questions, comments, and even criticisms. These things can be used as considerations on how one can improve or continuously refine his or her style and craft. Again, be open to questions and comments. I will repeat, know your purpose, be familiar with your topic, consider your audience, plan ahead of time, use non-verbal cues, remain calm, practice, watch your words, speak with clarity, know the essential etiquettes, use visuals when necessary, dress comfortably but appropriately, and be open to questions and comments. Learning task 3. Recall the last speech delivery that you have watched. It can be a President Rodrigo Duterte's fifth State of the Nation address you analyzed in the previous module or any speech you might have seen on television. That is your learning task 3. Write down what that speech was about and cite at least 3 techniques you have observed from the speaker. Note, if you have a way to connect to the internet, you may look for a video clip of a speech you would like to watch and examine. Learning task 4. Imagine that you have been selected by the school principal to represent your school in a forthcoming conference of student leaders from all over the Philippines. As part of your tasks, you need to prepare a 10-minute speech that answers the question, what kind of student leadership does the Philippines need today? Again, that is your learning task 4. What kind of student leadership does the Philippines need today? Discuss what would most likely be the focus of your speech and what techniques do you plan to use to make sure you will create an impact. Learning task 5. Assume the role of a speech coach. Let us say you have a student who will be speaking in front of a large audience for the first time. The idea of facing a great number of people alone causes panic and anxiety to the said student. As a coach, what important pieces of advice or public speaking techniques will you share to the said student? List them down. That is your learning task 5. Learning task 6. You'll need to prepare and deliver a speech on a familiar issue. You are free to decide on what issue to discuss too, but your speech should only range from 2 to 3 minutes. You will also have to employ the different techniques in public speaking cited in this lesson. Choose from among the options provided below on how you may possibly be able to accomplish this task. Again, this is your learning task 6, and this is your final task for this lesson. If you have a gadget that you can use, you may ask for the help of a family member or use an improvised tripod in recording or filming your speech delivery. The final copy of the clip will be shown to your teacher through possible means. Letter B, if you have a gadget and a way to connect to the internet, you may ask for a schedule when your teacher can watch your speech delivery through mobile applications like Zoom or Google Meet. Letter C, if using a gadget and connecting to the internet are not possible, You may prepare for your speech delivery and present it to your teacher once the conduct of home visitations becomes possible. You may also ask your parents or guardians to watch you while delivering your speech. Ask them to give their comments and suggestions. Write these comments and observations. For each situation below, suggest possible ways in making sure that a speech will be delivered well. Write your answers using the format provided. We have two columns. First column, you were. Then, second column, what will you do to ensure the successful delivery of your speech? Number one, you were chosen to represent your school in an oratorical contest about protecting the environment. Number two, you were assigned to welcome the freshman students of the school. You're an officer of the student council. Number three, you were invited to inspire the new breed of scholars in the university. You used to be a scholar too. And what will you do to ensure the successful delivery of your speech? Reference Pivot for A Learner's Material, Quarter 2, English, Grade 10. Do you have questions? Kindly use the comment section. Go ahead. It is my pleasure to answer and entertain your questions. Thank you. Good job. Kindly like this video. Handang isip, handa bukas. Sama-sama sa pagsulong ng edukalidad. I am Miss Jan-Ann-Rey Consignado, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel because next time I will be uploading again our lesson in English 10. Thank you. Stay safe, healthy, and happy. Enjoy public speaking. Goodbye.